Good morning and welcome back to the West Ham Network. My name's Anton. Joining me for West Ham Daily, and this is your West Ham news update. There's a lot to get through, so we as well be getting started today. If you're new around here, though, before we get started, hit the subscribe button, support the channel. We're on the road towards 20,000 subscribers. Hit the thumbs up, leave a comment as well. Make sure you join us on Friday at 5 o'clock for the start of our live 24-hour stream in association with the Irons supporting food banks. We're out to raise as much money as we can. We are playing so many games at home at the London Stadium that we're going to try and get every fan, as many as we possibly can, and we need to get this message out there. Hashtag bring a quid. If you can afford £1, drop that in the bucket when you can go. There will be a links for you to donate on and during the 24-hour stream as well. But the key element is to raise awareness for the Iron supporting food banks, because they are in a sense of and really need that support now. So join us at 5 o'clock, where you'll see many West Ham YouTube channels involved. You'll see many ex-West Ham professionals involved and some celebrity guests as well. So all through to Saturday at 5 p.m. as well. But let me get into the first story of today, and that is about our little diamond, our Argentinian diamond, Manu Lanzini. West Ham have told, apparently according to sources, Lanzini that he is free to leave the club at the end of the season, according to several reports. Now, the Argentinian will be out of contract at West Ham in the summer and have fallen out of favour at on this, considering he's only made one start in the Premier League this season. Since the beginning of this season, he's likely to be heading out of the door. Now, he is one club reports, and of course his father did say earlier on in the season that would be well for completing a move back to Argentina as well. Now, if he was to leave, I think it'd be a good challenge from him, but he has given us did come back though, and has proven many fans wrong when he's played really well, and even recently, importantly, against Larnaca games against well. But there's always been that temptation for him to Argentina and show what he is doing back in his home land. Now, he has always been a special player for West Ham. He really has. But he's not played a lot of game time. At one point, he was Moyes' fan favourite, but he's now, or Moyes' favourite, but not necessarily now. And he currently earns around about 70k a week. So whilst we won't receive a fee for the player, having that off the books will only but help our situation on the wage bill. Depending on where we'll be at the end of the season, hopefully we'll be in the Premier League, then it wouldn't be too much of a miss, because we have dwindled him out of the team over the last couple of months. But he can, and nobody can take away from the fact that he has been an absolutely fantastic servant to West Ham. And I think he will leave a big gap. I really do. I think he's a sort of player that will, because I think he's the sort of player that's always been creative and always been forward thinking, and even though he's lost his legs a lot recently, can play from a deeper role. And I think if we're going to lose someone like Lanzini, we need to replace someone like Lanzini, and we may have found the man to do that, as I tell you about this guy here, Enzo Lafay. Now, apparently, West Ham have been scouting Enzo Lafay, who currently plies his trade at Lorient in Ligue 1 in France. Now, they're calling him a silky West Ham midfield target, and Rob Newman has apparently this season sent his intentions to sign this guy in the summer. Now, back in November, reports claimed that West Ham's head of recruitment, Rob Newman, was over in France watching this player play closely. And he wasn't alone, because apparently loads of other Premier League clubs were looking at him. Leicester, Fulham, just to mention a few of the other clubs. Now, reports are saying that we are really, really keen on bringing him in, and that caught our eye the reason he caught his eye because we were actually out there scouting Terran Moffey, of course, the player we didn't get in the window as well. But this player has come to our attention, and he remained. Lafille remained with Lorient in January, and has been one of the stars for them this season, scoring 5 goals and laid on 5 assists in the season so far, and recording a high average match rating of nearly 7.5 per game. Now, with Lanzini potentially heading out the door, bringing in someone like Enzo Lafille would be a good deal. And in terms of trying to bring him in, it's good news because he's apparently now told some of the French media that he is not going to be signing a new deal with them and intends to leave the club in the summer. Many people have said he's very similar style of player to the James Maddison type, or you could say a really good replacement for Lanzini. But the 22-year-old has warned he will leave on a free the following summer if he's not sold, because he has no intention of signing a new deal. So will Lorient want to take the money now while they can get it, or hold off and keep him there and lose him on a free? He did tell the Telegram, which is a French media outlet, that he still wants to extend at the start of the season, and he waited for a contract proposal from Lorient until December, but it never came. Now, I don't expect anything from the club, and I won't extend any more. Hopefully this summer my transfer brings money to Lorient. Otherwise, I'll be free to sign up anywhere next winter, less than 6 months from the end of my contract. Now, Lafille is away currently with the French under-21s at the moment, gearing up for a game against Spain and on Tuesday. Now, I'm not going to say anything here because if you did watch the England under-21 games against France, they get absolutely destroyed. So I wouldn't say necessarily go look at his international career so far, but he is a French under-21 international. And he already had a bit of a taste of West Ham because he came up against Ben Johnson when they both came on as substitutes in England's 4-0 win over them on Saturday. Now, Lafille is slight in build, but he's seriously skillful and creative, and he looks every inch a perfect replacement for Lanzini should he leave. Now, what do we know about this guy? Well, he is, of course, French. He's a central midfielder, and he's currently enjoying the best season of his young career for his home side, Lorient. He was born and raised in the area, and his first steps into football were in the local youth academy back in 2005. And after 3 years, he was picked up by Lorient to play and train in their youth system, and he'd slowly work his way up the ranks before eventually earning his professional debut for Lorient B, playing the full 90 minutes in a 2-0 loss. And he was given his first string of regular game time at the start of the following season. And he has an impressive performances, earned him a first professional contract at the age of 18 in November 2018. And he established himself very quickly as a reserve side for Lorient. But he was called up to the senior squad for the first time towards the end of the season, and he made his professional debut as a sub for Lorient in a League Two match, where he was then told in the next week that he would get a start, and he played in just over an hour in a 3-2 win. And his hard work earned him and got recognised by the French FA as he was given his French debut in the French under-21s against Croatia. The following season was really his breakout season. In the 1920 season, he established himself as a first-team regular, 22 appearances, and he was really the centrepiece for Lorient there. He primarily played as an attacking midfielder. He showed glimpses of his potential by providing 2 assists and making a number of solid performances, and providing, and Lorient, really helped them and get promotion back to Ligue 1 in April of 2020. Now, despite the step up in the competition, Enzo had done enough in the previous season to earn a starting position for Lorient in the 2021 season, and he made 36 league appearances, 21 starts, and showed his versatility by appearing in attacking midfield, central midfield, and even as a wide midfielder on several occasions. And he was rewarded with his impressive first season in Ligue 1 with several appearances across French under-21s and under-23s. He was even given a spot in the French squad for the Olympic Games in Tokyo in Japan, and he started the first game and went on to make a further 2 appearances off the bench, although they unfortunately failed to make it through the group stages. Back in the 21-22 season, it was more of the same from Lafille as well. He finally managed to score his first goal for the club in late August. He continued to make his presence known in midfield, several good performances, which led to regular appearances for the French under-21s as they made their bid to qualify for the European Championships. And he contributed to their qualifying efforts with 3 goals, 1 assist, and 6 appearances. And he managed to improve his overall performance for both club and country during the season and finished the year with 2 goals, 3 assists, and 36 appearances for Lorient. He showed his durability, and despite he's got that small frame, he's only missing out on 2 match day squads over the entire League One season. And so far this season, he's back at it again. He is a fan favourite, Lorient, and all the fans love him. They want him to stay, but it looks like he is going to be one of the players heading out the door. This is a player I like the sound of. I think he's a quality, creative, knows how to use his stature, knows how to use his body, knows how to send a player the wrong way by dipping his shoulder, which is what Lanzini, when he's at his highest element of playing, can do. And we're definitely going to need a replacement for someone like Lanzini, because we can't lose all that creativity instantly. We need that spark in the team, especially if we're going to stay in the Premier League. This could be one for the future, a young lad that I think could make the step up to the Premier League. Hopefully another one that can come in and show us what he is capable of doing on the day. So there you go. There's a little bit of a story for you. You know, is Lanzini heading out the door in the summer? I think it's inevitable that he is. But thank you very much for your service to the club. You have done us wonders and given us some of the best memories in our modern era of West Ham fans. And if we're going to replace it with someone like Enzo, then it looks like it's potentially could be a good deal. I don't know what fee Lorient will request for a young French under-21 international player who is their star central midfielder. He's their star player really right now. So you could be talking the best part of £25 million, but we all will have to wait come this summer, because we don't know where West Ham will be, but hopefully we can do something sooner rather than later to try and emulate and eradicate the problem of relegation soon. That is the key element here. Anyway, join us for the Hammers headlines later on. Of course, join us on Friday for the all 24-hour live stream in association with the guys over at Irons Supporting Food Banks, raising the awareness of the need to raise some much needed funds for them as well. And as we always say, thank you very much for watching. Take it easy, everyone. And of course, come on, you beautiful Irons.